Many English learners struggle with the same frustrating problem. I understand English, but I can't speak. Have you ever found yourself in a conversation knowing the words but unable to say them? If so, you are not alone. The reason this happens is simple. Your brain is working too hard to find the right words and grammar rules in real time. But the good news is that you can fix this problem by changing the way you practice. When we speak, we don't have time to think deeply about grammar, word choice, or sentence structure. Speaking needs to become an automatic process. In this guide, I will show you 4 powerful steps to improve your spoken English, build confidence, and finally start speaking fluently. Step 1. Learn everything by topic. Most people try to learn random English words and phrases, but when it's time to speak, they can't find the words they need. That's because they haven't learned words in context. To fix this, you need to learn vocabulary by topic. Why does this work? Learning words in categories, friendship, hobbies, travel, work, health, etc., makes them easier to remember and use in real conversations. Your brain will automatically connect related words and phrases, helping you recall them faster. How to do it? Get a notebook or a digital note-taking app and create different sections for each topic. Whenever you learn a new word or phrase, write it under the correct topic. Keep adding to each section over time. Example: imagine you are learning about friendship. Write down adjectives: close friend, lifelong friend, trustworthy friend. Verbs: make friends, stay friends, lose friends. Common phrases: a friend of mine, a circle of friends. We've been friends for years. When you practice speaking, your brain will automatically pull from this organized vocabulary list instead of searching for random words. Bonus tip: to reinforce what you learn, use your phone's voice recorder to say sentences with the new words. Listen to yourself and repeat to improve fluency. Step 2. Write before you speak. One of the biggest reasons people struggle to speak is that they don't practice constructing sentences before they need to use them. Writing helps you organize your thoughts, so when it's time to speak, you won't have to pause and think. Why does this work? Writing gives you the chance to think about grammar, structure, and vocabulary without pressure. Over time, these sentence patterns will become automatic. How to do it? Pick a topic from your notebook, e.g., hobbies. Write down a few simple sentences using words from that section. Make variations of the same sentence. Example: I like playing basketball. I have been playing basketball for 5 years. Basketball is my favorite sport because it keeps me active. Bonus tip: After writing your sentences, read them out loud. This will train your mouth to say the words smoothly, and when you need to use them in conversation, they'll come to you naturally. Step 3. Write down every new word you learn. Memorizing words is not enough. You have to organize them in a way that makes them easy to use. Keep track of new words and phrases in your topic-based notebook. Why does this work? Words you write down become part of your active vocabulary, meaning you can use them in real conversations. Words you only hear or read often remain passive. You understand them, but don't use them when you speak. How to do it? Every time you learn a new word, write it under the correct topic. Include an example sentence to remember how to use it. Review your notes regularly and practice saying the words out loud. Example: if you learn the word enthusiastic, don't just write enthusiastic equals excited. Instead, write, she is very enthusiastic about learning English. His enthusiastic attitude helps him make new friends. Bonus tip: test yourself by covering the definitions and trying to remember the meaning just from the sentence. Step 4. Practice speaking, even if you're alone. The biggest mistake learners make is not practicing speaking enough. Many people believe they need a speaking partner, but you don't. You can practice alone and still improve dramatically. Why does this work? Speaking activates the muscles in your mouth and trains your brain to recall words faster. The more you speak, the more confident you'll become. How to do it? Talk to yourself about your day or a random topic. Use a mirror to make it feel more natural. Answer common questions out loud, such as, what did you do today? What are your hobbies? Describe your favorite movie. Example: conversation with yourself. How many friends do you have? I don't have many, but I have a small circle of close friends. Why? Because I'm not very sociable, but I enjoy deep friendships. Bonus tip: record yourself speaking and listen to your pronunciation. Don't worry if it's not perfect. Your goal is to speak more and correct mistakes over time. Final thoughts: if you struggle with speaking English, don't worry. You are not alone. The key is consistent practice and using techniques that train your brain to think in English. Here's a quick summary of what you should do. Organize words by topic so you can find them quickly in conversations. Write sentences before you speak to make sentence building automatic. Keep a record of every new word and review them regularly. Practice speaking, even alone, to improve fluency and confidence. Speaking English fluently won't happen overnight, but if you follow these 4 steps daily, you will see huge improvements in just a few months. Start today. Choose one step and practice it right now. Which one will you try first? Let me know in the comments.